All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Zyori replay cast. Oh, we've got a good one here. We've got actually 3 replays about to be casted. This is, if I'm not mistaken, the first game of a Battle Cup run. And I'm actually not sure which team is which. I think the Dire is our team that we're following. I haven't looked at the other replays for the names, so you know, we'll see. We'll take her as she comes, as they say. So we're going to ×2 through a good bit of the draft here, maybe even a little bit of the ×4 action, slow and steady, as it is a captain's mode game, quite obviously here. Now, for those of you that are crazy enough to be interested in purchasing a replay cast such as this, they're available at moonducktv/replaycast. I don't know who the hell would waste their money on getting some Zyori analysis, but seems like y'all are loving it, and I appreciate the love, and we're giving it back here by flaming each and every play that you guys make. So let's get a little ×4 action here as we cruise through. No, oh, the hotkeys don't work in. Oh, that's interesting. Let's just take a look here. Let's learn about hotkeys together. Spectator. And hey, it is there. It just doesn't work when you're in the draft, I guess. That's interesting. Very interesting. Faceless Void first pick, pretty safe opener. You know, with lower Captain's Draft games, this is probably like a 3K game or something like that. You can only pick meta so much, and as a 3K player in the past, right? I've done a couple local lands. I played a few with Fwash, and usually they would have me draft for that. And we would always get caught up in, do we pick meta heroes or do we pick heroes that we know our individual ragtag team of retards can play well, you know? And I think, generally speaking, the second is more important. You know, if your team is like 3 to 4 to maybe even 5K range, like those heroes that you can play that are in your top 3 that you know unbelievably well, and you know those stupid little details about their mechanics, those are probably the heroes you should gravitate towards in these kind of situations. You know, the meta is only like relevant if you can play up to capacity with the meta, which is much easier said than done. You know, we're talking about professional level execution compared to that of pub players. So Drow, Faceless Void, I think one of the safer openers you can go for. Dire side, you know, Witch Doctor Phoenix, maybe a little bit of personal love there on the Phoenix. Not a hero I think is prioritized that much right now, especially not in the first picking phase. But really good against potential Drow Ranger strats. Maybe they were thinking about that here as they picked him up. Great anti-push. Witch Doctor not so bad on that front either. Ooh, the red man, big boy. Axe. Okay, some good team fight here. Nice Blink Dagger carrier. Hop in that back line. Find the Drow Ranger. And now Ancient Apparition for 666. They are going blue strat. And a little ice to counter the fire here of the Phoenix. Not bad. Again, I think AA is kind of a comfort thing. If you've got a player that's good on it, if, you know, you feel confident in your Ancient Apparition, it's a great pick. Also good against Witch Doctor Phoenix. A lot of healing between those two with the Sunray and the Voodoo Restoration. So it is a good pick there. I think AA very risky though. Very punishable, especially against heroes like Axe. You know, you get hit by a Cask, you get hit by a Berserker's Call, and you're pretty much dead. So this AA's positioning is going to have to be pretty impeccable here. Juggernaut now, another healing hero picked up against the Ancient Apparition. Interesting. Brave. As now now Radiant pick up old Alki. So looking now like off-lane Void, safe lane Drow with an Alki here in the mid lane. Not a bad Aghanims game. AA's is amazing. Void's is pretty good. Always kind of cool to see Void have a potential slot freed up and still get the Aghanims. But I doubt this game will really get to that point. It's a Drow Ranger strat after all. Interesting they took 2 melee cores alongside the Drow Ranger. Not the most synergy there. I'm a little intrigued as to why they opted for that instead of, you know, like a Puck for mid or, you know, where's Bat Rider, you know, heroes like that. Bounty Hunter and Tinker now, the final bans.
10 seconds remaining.
A lot of options still for this Radiant squad. A lot of things they can pair with this Ancient Apparition.
Reserve time.
I think you definitely want a ranged hero here, something that can dump damage into the Chrono, potentially. Probably a spammable stun. Like, that's one thing that this drought strat is lacking right now. They do not have spammable control. Like, you've got concoction, you got frost arrows. That's about it, you know. A vengeful spirit would be great here. Obviously, it's banned out. Dazzle also banned. What other supports have a stun? I feel like Venge would be the pick here. A Rubik, if they have a Rubik player, that could work. I mean, they could do something crazy like Veno and just go all in on damage with the AA. That's crazy. But they pick up Tidehunter. So is it a support Alk? The fuck?
10 seconds remaining.
All right. Well, I have no idea how they're going to set up these lanes. That is the weird. Why did they pick Drow Ranger? If you were going to pick 3 melee, what's the point? Well, you think Frosty's going to be right click? Like, the one ranged hero is probably the one hero that right clicks the least. Now Razor last pick for our Radiant squad here. Okay. Pretty solid. I like the team fight. You know, there are a couple options when you go up against like a Wombo combo team like this. They've got Chrono, they've got Ravage. I think your play is either go Wombo yourself and out combo them, or go low cooldown spammable stuns and spells, and that's exactly what they have. So let's take a look here. Let's slow it down. Let's see. Do our hotkeys work now? Yes. Ah, yes. That's buttery smooth. Yes. Yes. Oh, yes. Yes. A new What the Duck came out last night for all the kiddies out there. It's a good one. We talked about social justice warriors at the end. Haven't done a What the Duck in about a month. I know. It's wild. All you crazy kids out there. A mango on Ancient Apparition. What in the goddamn fuck? What are you doing? Oh, Jesus. What are you... I don't even want to dissect it, honestly. Like, what are you doing? I don't think that's very good. How about a ward? Huh? Okay. Where's their other ward? Oh, they put it down. Okay. All right. I'm being a jerk. I'm being silly. Dire side, they've got a much more standard setup. I do like the mango on jug. Maybe unconventional, but I like it. Not starting with the quelling blade. Hope he's getting those last hits. So let's take a look here. Double stout shield axe. Woza. Talk about a blast from the past. So they're going to do jungling axe here, it looks like. Off-lane Phoenix. And we are going to go over the names momentarily here, folks. Phoenix almost gets the rune. That would have been sick, but nope. Alchemist gets it. That's sick net worth. All right, let's see what we got here. Safe lane, we've got some Chinese characters playing the Drow Ranger. All righty. Supported by more Chinese characters playing on the Ancient Apparition. For fuck's sake. Oh, for fuck's sake there. Yeah, no shit you're getting lag. He's playing through the goddamn firewall. All right, well, we're at ×8 here. We are from LOL. That's pretty metal.
Thanks.
All right, so what do we have here? Alchemist. This is Scotlong. It feels like that wants to read like Scrotlong. Like, I got a big scrotum, bitch, but it's just Will Scotlong. Okay, interesting name. More Chinese characters on the Tidehunter, and Boom Shakalaka. Wow, that's a sick name. So, classic Tide Void dual off lane here. Not sure who the farmer is. I guess it's Void. So it's a support Tidehunter. Yeah, why did they pick Drow? I do not understand this lineup. I'm not seeing the synergy here, folks. I mean, they've got a little synergy with Aghanim's Scepters and AA's global presence and Void's Chrono. Like, yeah, there's something, but why the fuck would you want to do that? All right, Dire side, what do we got? You fucking idiot! On the Phoenix. What a sick name. I like this guy already. You idiot. Mid lane. Giomo. All right, classic. Giomo the Razor. We've got Jungling Axe Hawaii. Although, is that really how you spell Hawaii? I think there's another I in it, isn't it? Is it 3 I's? That sounds like a lot of I's. I don't know. I can't spell for shit. But I don't think that's how you spell it. And I don't know about double stealth shield here, big guy. I hate to be a naysayer. Nice stacking. Very good. Very good. But correct me if I'm wrong here, stats people, but I think Stout Shield 1 and then right into Tranquils is where it's at. You just get another salve. The double Stout, you got to sell it back, so you only get partial value, and they changed it. Like, Stout Shield used to have different numbers on it. It used to block more damage less frequently. Is that right? God damn, I can't remember. I've got the memory of a goddamn goldfish. But I think that's right. It used to block like 20 damage on melee 40% of the time. So the way these work is it stacks not additively. It stacks multiplicatively. So let's say these are 40. You get hit by a creep. There's a 40% chance you block it, 60% chance you don't. The other Stout Shield only kicks in the world where that 60% first chance happens. So to figure out like what your overall chance of getting a block is if you have 2 Stout Shields is multiplying that leftover part by the next percentage that blocks. So it's obviously not 100% block rate, right? You can't just add the 50s together. This is basic stuff, folks. This is statistics 1. Yeah, this first blood doesn't matter. This is way more important. So, long story short, 50%. You flip the coin. This second one is not very effective. It's at like half effectiveness. You know, it's the same thing with crit. So let's look at Daedalus, right? Daedalus. Okay, so it's a 30% chance to do some shit. All right, so if you get a crit, if you have 2 of these and you don't crit the first time, then there's a 70% chance that second 30% chance happens. So stacking 2 Daedaluses is on paper more efficient than stacking 2 Stout Shields. I hope that didn't go over your head. If it did, send Purge a tweet, and I'm sure he'll explain it more eloquently than I did. Up top, oh God, Midas! His name is Midas. I think this guy's the captain. I don't want to flame this guy too hard. I think this is the guy. I think this is the guy with the paycheck. He's the one that bought the replay cast. I recognize that name. T5T. T5T would be cool if it was like an area code, you know? I think I told this story once. When I went to soccer camp, and the other team were from Philly, and they did the 2-1-5 with their fingers. Every time they'd like get hyped up to start a game, 2-1-5, 2-1-5, 2-1-5, 2-1-5. I can do it kind of fast now, but it took me some practice, you know? You do that with your hands, like T, T5, T, T5. Yeah, you could kind of do it. You look retarded, but you could. There's a way to make a 5 with your fingers. All right, well, this is one slow-ass game here. Come on now. Let's kick up the heat. Of course, we got Steve Gomez here. Sick name. I hope that's his real name. Just, I'm fucking Steve Gomez. Deal with it, bitch. What up? I'm Steve Gomez. You the man, Steve. You the man, and that's the problem. I love Chris Rock. So even though Axe is jungling here with double Stout Shield, he's uncontested. Right now, Radiant are thinking, oh, we've got Drow Ranger. Oh, we've got Alchemist. How could we lose the late game? It's impossible. Yes, let them farm. Let them farm. Little do they know, old Scrody here, he's only doing all right. I mean, he's working on the armlet. He doesn't have any stacks in the jungle. That sucks. I don't know what old Frost Dick's doing. He's got boots. All right, he's getting some good experience. He's halfway through level 4. Let's take a look at hero levels here. And it's fairly even. You fucking idiot! Maxed out Fire Spirits, no Sun Ray. Interesting build. Is this really the build? I think you get 2 points in Icarus Dive, so it does damage. I think that's kind of normal. I don't think you skip Sun Ray. You idiot. But that's just me, man. I like nitpicking at weird stuff like this that probably doesn't really matter that much. But don't you kind of pick this hero because of Sun Ray? Maybe not when you're solo offlane, but I mean, how often you Fire Spirited, man? See, look, that one's 100 mana at all levels. This one goes up. You ain't got much mana! I think Fire Spirits is like a level 1 value point. You know, you don't level this shit up for the damage. You just get that attack speed slow because it's annoying as shit. It's all about the Sun Ray, dude. Pure damage. You just chunk them down. Let's check out this mid lane here. Let's see what's happening. Razor, 24 last hits. Alchemist, 38. This Razor is getting bested, but Scrody, he's getting wrapped around here on its Maledict from Midas. It's only level 1, but Hawaii hits him with the Berserker's Call. Sick gank, boys. He still had his ultimate on, so pretty much 0% chance of getting that one. Oh, boy. Already, this Alki, he's getting big. Oh, he's schmolking. But don't worry, Juggernaut farming very well in the safe lane. Would you believe it? He's out farming this Void Tidehunter combo. I just don't get it. I don't get it. I think this Tidehunter should be stacking right now. Looks like they did get a one-ski there, but get this Tidehunter stacking, dude. Stack up for your Alk. That's what really matters, man. You could stack this too. As a level 4 Tidehunter, you could kill this baby. You got a lot of options here, big boy. And you're not using them. Curious what Drow Ranger does. She's gone for this hybrid 2-1-2 build. Interesting. Now moving into the Dragonlance. All right, all right.
Denied.
Denied. All right, bitch, calm down. What are these cosmetics? Oh, what is this? What is this shit? What are you doing? Tidehunter. Oh, wait. It's a Tidehunter. He's good. Void. He's good, too. Void, Morbid Mask, Gloves of Haste. All right, he's keeping it steady, getting a little sustain here. Grabbing some attack speed. I like it. Oh, Alki. He gets the bounty rune. This game reminds me of that last C-Kappa game I casted with Trent. And at about the 25-minute mark, I said, Trent, I'm really trying to pretend like this early game matters at all. He was like, what do you mean? Because one team was starting to kind of pull ahead like this, you know? The Alchemist is pretty far. There might have been an Alchemist in that game, actually. I can't remember. But this is like a great start for Alchemist. Right now you're thinking, wow, if this keeps up, Alchemist is going to just take over this game and win it in 15 minutes. But you know what? That's probably not going to happen. Because it's almost impossible to execute that flawlessly with an Alchemist drow strat like that. You lose one fight, you feed one team fight away because you dive a little too deep mid. All of a sudden, this Juggernaut gets a triple kill. Your Alchemist isn't farming. Like, he's still in super delicate territory. And there are a lot of things that can go wrong in the next 5 to 10 minutes. All the Dire team has to do is literally win one fucking team fight, knock down a tower, and all this advantage is gone. That's kind of the state of Dota right now. Down bottom, though, we'll see Ancient Apparition drop. The ult. It does connect on Midas. They do get the kill on Drow, compliment to the egg. Nicely done by Phoenix, but it will cost them the Witch Doctor. A 1-for-1, well worth it for the Dire. And it might be a 1-for-2. These Fiery Spirits, doing a lot of damage there. All right, well, maybe there is some merit to the Fire Spirit build. I guess one thing about this is people probably don't see it coming. Honestly, maybe I shouldn't be talking about standard Phoenix builds right now, because this hero is far from standard regardless. So it is kind of a lot of damage if you can connect on the Fire Spirits. I will concede you that. Meanwhile, mid, Giomo. Wait, is his name... It's Giorno. That's not an M, that's an RN. Giorno. Giorno. I'm so sorry, Razor. I've been saying your goddamn name wrong. Giorno. It's like he ordered DiGiorno, but got too stoned and couldn't remember what the first half of the word is and was like, Giorno. That's a sick handle, brah. I'm making the surfer tubular hand gesture right now. You can't see it, but... Giorno. I think there should be a J there, though, like gyrocopter, you know. Why do you have to make it a hard G? Gyrocopter. Invisibility rune here on Scrody. Oh, boy, it's a big fatty stack. They got to contest this. They got to save it. And they're not going to be able to. Tidehunter's coming in. He is level 5, almost 6. This is going to get him his Ravage. The 9-tentacle surprise is coming. Where are you, Davy Jones? Juggernaut. He's got himself the Omni Slash. No bounces. Scrody does finish off the stack. He walks away. AA, Ice Blast flying through. Ravage connects on the Witch Doctor. He doesn't have Voodoo Restoration anyway, but now the Chrono, he's definitely going to shatter here. Not the best team fight for the Dire. Off goes the Omni Slash. One apiece. Almost gets the kill on the tie, but it's not enough. Axe, however, counter-initiates Berserker's Call on 2. Unlucky with the spins there. My God, if only there were some creeps nearby. That could have been beautiful. I say a boom, boom, boom. Let me hear you say way-oh. Scrody's good. And it looks like Hawaii might catch the Void. Is he going to get lucky here? Is he going to get lucky here? Slam Dunkarino! Not on point. Oh, that was a tough one. A Ice Blast flying in. Will connect on the Axe. That's one of those cutie patootie moon shard or moon drops there. The raindrops. Stunned up by the Alk, but it's only level 1 if I'm not mistaken. Still pretty good rotation here for Alki. He's going to have that fast Radiance. Oh boy, is it scary. So this Boom Shakalaka guy, we have a really becoming a tradition here in the Zyori cast. That anytime we see a hero that could potentially have a theme song, We get down on it. This is not it. This is not it. What is happening? What? Oh my God! What is that?
Radiant's bottom tower is
Why would they butcher my favorite song? All right, they killed the Alchemist. I'm so sorry, gang. Let's take a look at what else is happening here. That's a big kill. You got to slow down the Alch. This is the delicate stage. Look at that huge ancient stack. This is the kind of stuff that Dire have to contest. Axe, be careful, you slippery devil. Oh, this is huge. He's coming in. Razor nearby. He's got the ultimate on. They don't have a Chronosphere. They don't really want to fight into this, but they'll clean up most of it. Razor leaves a couple of the big ones. Void's still able to get some of the XP, so they do minimize their losses in some regard, but that's pretty huge. Makes up for that stack that the Dire lost up top. All right, this is driving me crazy, gang. Here it is. I found it. I'm an animal. Down bottom, rotation. Kobe. Dragonlance on the way for the Drow. This is the perfect time to kill her. Get in there. Interesting. Smoke from the Witch Doctor. Scrody with a double damage on his way down. He's very close to Radiance, well, really Relic territory here. That last kill really set him back. This is the time you got to pick on the Alchemist. You kill him 2 or 3 times right now, he's literally crippled. But he is right on the cusp. TP rotation down bottom. It's the AA. The man of the hour, Faceless Void. Down bottom looks like we could see some setup. Witch Doctor, he's hungry. Oh, they smoke. Fight, breaking out on the side. Razor goes in. Egg onto the Ancient Apparition. I don't think it's enough damage. Witch Doctor channels the ult, though, and that is enough damage to bring down the Alch. They go 1 for 1. Drow Ranger finishes off the Witch Doctor, but an obvious advantage for the Dire side. Another perfect time to kill this Alchemist. He's being so greedy here. He's trying to get the Relic first, and well, actually, no, it doesn't matter. He's not being greedy. He's got too much unreliable. Now, Chronosphere just on the Phoenix. Look how fat that ogre is. Alright, that's enough of that. Thank you. Thank you, Boom Shakalaka. We all appreciate your effort in this game. Let's take a look at the item chart here. Handamitis out on the Phoenix. Great itemization there. Looks like Juggernaut going for the Battle Fury. Not standard anymore, but still a great build, in my humble opinion. In these sorts of games, Witch Doctor, you are in deep, Big Daddy, and that is not the position you want to be in. Can't quite take those YOLO adventures alone. They've also got wards up, big man. Was it worth it? I say nay. They got wards up there, big guy. Radiant side Alchemist, they're going to defend their Ancients. That's like, this is a spot that you should start thinking about counter-warding before you want to make plays like that, homie. 5-hero rotation from 6/6/6 into the top lane. They've got Ravage in a minute. What are they doing? Ice Blast down bottom. Going to try to stall out this push a little bit. Axe moving into a Blade Mail. Blade Mail Vanguard. You know, there are other options for Axe these days. You can just go Vanguard first item. And it ends up being a really great farming tool. You can just take Ancients like it ain't no thing.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Relic up on Alch. They really did a good job slowing down this timing. Hard to say if it was intentional or just sort of right place, right time as this Alchemist got hyper-aggressive, but
Dire's top tower has
Tier 1
fallen.
tower up top. They'll go tower for tower. Void probably pulling up for a Blink Dagger.
Radiant
Interesting.
structures are fortified.
Mid lane. Uh-oh. Scrody initiated on.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Phoenix drops the egg. Oh, that's a slam dunk. Another great setup. Alch had a haste rune in the bottle. Why didn't he use it? Midas now going to be left behind, but look at that laser, dude. That pure damage. It's only level 1. Like, I think you definitely Razor or level Sunray
Radiant's
over
middle
Icarus
tower is
Dive.
under attack.
I think it's just a bit better in these team fights for sure. Giorno maybe in trouble, but no. Omni Slash on the Drow. All slashes hit on her, and Steve Gomez will just finish her off. Meanwhile, backside, boom shakalaka, drops the ult. He gets bashed, but it's not enough, and now he'll have to time walk into the trees. That was not the time walk, buddy. Boom shakalaka just shit the bed. That was a horrid team fight. I don't know what the Radiant are doing. They picked a Drow strat and a pretty good 5-man like team fight strat, and then they just didn't use it. They didn't Ravage. Their Alchemist got caught again. Scrody here. He's fucking up. Pops the haste rune. Guys, this is scary. Let's look at this gold graph, and yeah, that's a roller coaster I wouldn't ride. About 3K net worth lead here for the Dire. 5K experience. Ancients slowly getting chopped away here by Hawaii. Scrody on the way in, drops the stun. Is this going to be a free kill? See, if Axe had a Vanguard here, this might have been a little bit easier. Phoenix trying to heal him up, but they can't get there in time, and Tide will actually finish him off with a Gush. In all honesty, a maxed out Sunray might have been able to save him there. The heal increases, like, super significantly. Drow Ranger misses the Gust. Phoenix, Icarus diving about. Razor going like a Phase Boots SNY build. I don't think this is a Manta game. Actually, just an actual bad game for Manta. There is the silence on Drow Ranger. She has a Dragon Lance, but I'm pretty sure this is SNY. Interesting on Razor. BOTs are the new ish, but it's kind of an old school build here. Not bad. I think Razor still brings a lot to the table this game. Still fits with that mindset of a lot of spammable spells. And they're going to cover their bases here. Juggernaut picks up the Battle Fury. He's got a farming tool. I miss this build. I'm a big advocate on Battle Fury on Jug because of the way it compounds with Omni Slash. Especially in these kind of games where people probably won't have the best Delta splits. You might get some of that cleave going on. You know, you get auto attacks when you're Omni Slashing. So Battle Fury just works well with what this hero likes to do. Also allows some split push potential. You know, of course, it's a good farming tool. And it's going to allow this Jug to kind of keep tempo with the Alchemist. But all the cool kids these days, it's all about the Manta. Manta Diffusal. You got to get the Diffuser. If you're not diffusing, you're losing. Witch Doctor looking for a Glimmer Cape here, it looks like. I'm a sucker for going straight Aghanims, but I don't think it's a game winner in a lot of situations. Glimmer Cape, much better. Great tool on Witch Doctor. Mobility. Especially in these low games, man, those kind of items just counter people. You know what counters retards? Invisibility, because retards don't know how to buy sentries. That's a real strategy. Let's take a look at the ward situation. Radiant got their plateau covered here. Mid lane ward about to expire, and an interesting little ward spot for 20 minutes into the game, but just gives you a little intel. Helpful when they were trying to knock down that tower. Let's take a look at Dire Vision, see what they're working on. Plateau, and that's about it. Looks like they've got another one down here. Nope, that's an illusion. And a middle lane ward here for Dire. Some okay vision. I think this is the time where Dire want to try to get wards up in Radiant jungle. You know, this is the stage where you want to try to put pressure on. If you see stacks, you want to take them down. You see this Drow Ranger, man. You hungry. This is where your axe is like, please, sweet baby, come here. Let me show you this big red dirt. You need to go back for the Vanguard, though. Why is axe red? Is there lore for this? Is he an Oglogi with a lot of blood or something? Because he was that Blade Master model in Warcraft 3 that was red, I think, right? It was like red orc. Weird, man. I ain't never seen a red orc before. Up top, boom, shakalaka. I say you boom, boom, boom. I say you boom, boom, boom. What are you going to do, little guy? Uh-oh, Axe misses the Berserker's call, but they might still catch him here. Ice Blast flies through, does connect on a couple of heroes. Pretty big rotation here from Radiant. They do get that Tier 1 tower mid, but the Tier 1 tower up top will fall in exchange. Giorno getting credit for that one. Scrody still farming away here. Looks like he's going to go into AC first item. What the hell is this? What are you doing with a Hyperstone, man? This is the stage, if you're Alk, you got two options. Okay, you go fighting Alk build and get like a BKB, Mjolnir, Blink Dagger, Solar Crest, bullshit like that lets you fight now. You just come online in 30 minutes, you're capped out, and you just go fuck them. Now, that is not in vogue at all, really. And I think you still kind of want to do that Manta Octarine thing. And that's still how like Alchemist just takes over the game, gets that Naga Siren effect, and then can power farm people Aghanims by 30, 40 minutes, something like that. Going AC is just weird. It's a good like 4th or 5th item.
Time is money.
But first item after Radiance. Like, how could you not want the Octarine, man? Chemical Rage is a lifesaver. Get that uptime, baby. I mean, the Manta's good for farming. I could see maybe if you want to get greedy and do something else, you could skip it. Mjolnir, kind of be coming for the Drow Ranger. First up, Maelstrom. I was just talking to Mr. Montpax about this the other day, how ridiculous Mjolnir is. Like, that active buff, if you put it on the right heroes, man, it returns so much damage. Heroes like Axe, you know, Phoenix. Low damage, but high instances. Gets pretty nasty, you fucking idiot. Looks like he's going to go for an Aghanims. Pretty cool here. I think Phoenix is a hero that always likes mobility. You know, Yule Scepter's not bad. Blink Dagger, I think, is tempting. But certainly understand the Aghanims. Quite good. Get some extra attacks to destroy that egg. A little cast range. Save your friends. That's a game changer right there. Razor, what you got coming out, big guy? That's the S&Y now, the Sang and Yang. Honestly, this Razor's farm is kind of lackluster, considering he has only died 0 times. Let's take a look at last hits. Razor, come on, man. 81. Your Phoenix is almost out farming you at this rate. I think this Razor needs to work on his farm mechanics. I declare. Efficiency, man. You gotta stack it up. You gotta stack it up, man. You gotta watch a Purge video and learn. You gotta stack it up. Witch Doctor, you ain't stacking enough, man. No, actually, he's stacking right now. I like this guy. I like this guy. Look at that. He knew. All right, let's keep stacking, man. Keep stacking. Vlad's now up on the Void. Pretty standard these days. You'll see along with the Blink Dagger. And Mech also up on the Tide Hunter. So a lot of just good value team fight items for Schick here. It's like they've got 75% of the right idea. They've got okay items, but they're not really working together with their ultimates as they should be. Midas up on Ancient Apparition. I guess on an Alchemist, you're thinking this is going to be a long game. We're going to hold high ground. We got an AA. We got an Alch. We got a Tide Hunter. It's going to be a long one. So I understand the Midas pickup here for the Ancient Apparition. Alch does have the AC now, for whatever that's worth. They're just going for more 5v5 kind of team fight items. It's good in theory for a 5v5 Deathball Drow strat, but they don't really have a Deathball Drow strat. They've got team fight mixed in with some right clicks from the Drow Ranger, who's really not farming that well. And then this Alchemist is kind of it's just a weird strategy, and I'm not sure if it's going to work out for him. Fight could break out down bottom. Fire Spirits flying through, maybe looking to break some Blink Daggers. Remember, Tide doesn't have one. But Axe, he jumps in onto the Alchemist. Sunray interrupted by the Chrono. This could be bad for the Dire. Phoenix will get hit by the Ice Blast, but no, he gets off the egg. Giorno, he will not be able to survive this one. The egg will get popped, and it'll be a quick 2 for maybe even 3. Midas goes charging in. That was a YOLO Death Ward. Now who doesn't have the team fight coordination? Well, luckily for the Dire, Tide Ravage while Omni Slash was going on. They didn't spread, and the Cleave is actually kind of crippling them. However, it matters not. It is a 4-0. A disastrous fight for the Dire. Guys, you got to fight 5v5, man. Did you see what happened there? It was 2v5, then it was 1v5, then it was 2v5. And guess what happened, man? The 5-1 every single time. That's all that team fight comes down to. It's really as simple as that. It was an ass-tier Ravage. The Chrono, pretty on point, interrupted the Sunray. But that was the poo-poo. Oops, do we dare look at this gold graph? Oh! Oh! Oh, Steve Gomez, what have you done? What have you done, Steve Gomez? You sloppy bastard. Here we go. He's got a Manta style up. Jug still farming very nicely. It's still a Battle Fury Juggernaut. I can't help but feel like this Razor is borderline useless, though. Giorno, you need to fucking find another brand of pizza, bro. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what you're doing, but what do you bring to the table right now, homie? What is this Sang and Yang doing? Not much. BOTs, man. Razor's all about the snowball. Like, I understand why they're prioritizing farm on the Phoenix, but now, right now, you've got like a position 2 Phoenix. You know what I'm saying? Look how much he's farming. Razor is 4th overall. You got to allocate more farm priority to Razor. This is not a hero that's like, oh, don't worry, I'm here. I'm queer. Get over it. He's like, I'm here. I'm winning, and we got to keep going while we're winning because I don't know how long it's going to last. You know, Razor definitely is a ladder kind of guy. He's a lightning revenant, dude. He comes too quick. You got to try to make it last. You got to farm it out. And with that, like, look, what are you doing right now, man? What are you doing? You're just standing there, man. You're just standing there. Put your cell phone down. Stop texting Dorothy. Look, there's creeps here. You could be killing these. There's nobody in the bottom lane. You could be killing those. You're still just standing there. Quit eating the pizza, man. Oh, Giorno, you disappoint me. Oh. I don't know about you, Giorno. You gotta be careful, man. They're coming for you. They got your number. Luckily, he's fast. Like, how about a Dragon Lance? Huh? Dragon Lance is pretty good. Here we go. Aghanim's up on Phoenix. This is a game changer. Uh-oh. I say a boom, boom, boom. I say a boom, boom, boom. Here we go. Ice Blast. It connects on 2. Where's the follow-up, though? Phoenix A goes back on the side. It's another ass-tier Ravage. Well, it actually works out okay. I take that back. It's an okay Ravage. You fucking idiot, though. He gets off an amazing Phoenix Egg, and now he sets it up for Giorno. Midas with a huge Death Ward, channeling all that damage. They'll kill Scrody, and now Tidehunter gets left behind. Yeah, let's just run it back. I want to see this Ravage again, because I don't think it was very good. Okay, let's see. I think that Alk stun is what did most of it, not the Ravage. So there's the Chrono. Decent Ice Blast. Look at this guy. He's like, oh my god, there's Axe! Okay, he hit 2 with the Ravage. It barely gets the Juggernaut kill. So it does secure the kill on Steve Gomez before he can get off the Omni Slash. There is a little bit of merit there, I will admit. But they clean it up. It's a sick Death Ward. Midas in the clutch. And they might even get old Frosty here. Axe just going to chop him down. Gets another slam dunkaroo. Buckle up, buckaroos. 1 for 4. And it's a my god. That is one problem with the Alchemist. You know, like I said, it requires perfect execution. You feed that away, and then all of a sudden it's like, coo, coo, coo. That's a 5K net worth swing right there. 5.4, if you will. Look at that damage done. The Phoenix. Oh, the Phoenix. It's a pretty sick egg. That was baller. You fucking idiot. Drow Ranger. Borderline useless. I don't know, man. I was flaming the Razor, but what's this Drow doing? Why did they pick Drow? Why? Like, I so many questions. Why did she get Mjolnir before Hurricane Pike? I don't know.
I'll take that.
I don't know. That is a good question. A boom, boom, boom. A boom, boom, boom. Midas. He's got the Glimmer Cape. Do you think TI7 they're going to sell Glimmer Capes? Just a little cape, you know, a little blue. With some sparkles. Sparkles. I fart glitter. What? You heard me. I fart glitter. Oh my. Oh dear. I also shit sparkles. What? Ancient Apparition, probably working on the Ags. I hope that's not a Yule's Scepter. Midas Yule's, that is not the play. I do hope it's a Dagon though. Let's glance at the graphs. Oh my. Hold on, I'm gonna sneeze. Luckily this mic has a mute function. Crystallis up on the Void. Initiator turn carry. Interesting. Nice Blast. Going to clear up some creeps here. Let's take a look at item builds. Tidehunter. What the f... He's got a Ghost Scepter. I think a Blink Dagger might be a good call here. But now Force Staff up on Axe. I like this Axis build. He's going pretty standard. Pretty good stuff. Dragon Lance up on the Razor now. It's almost like he was listening. See, the problem with getting Dragon Lance at 30 minutes is it's kind of like getting Sanjin Yasha at 20. You know, you're kind of like, oh, great, I got this item, but now what? You know, I think it's still, now that you can upgrade the Dragon Lance and what's not, it's worth it. You know, you get the 4 staff. Hurricane Pike, great on this hero. All right, come on, Giorno, stealing a little damage. This is you, man. All eyes on you, Giorno. It's awesome position for Razor. Oh, what in the world? Scrody now, he's got a soul booster. So he's going to go Octarine Core after Assault Kuros. God damn it. Why? The whole point of like the Radiance and then getting Manta Octarine is to make the Radiance build more efficient with more uptime on the Manta and the illusions and your burning and your spam. Getting the... This is not efficient, man. It ain't efficient. No. Boom, boom, boom. Almost caught Midas getting a little excited there with his Maledict. Showing him the big thicky. What are you getting, AA? It is definitely an Aghanim's. Thank the Lord. If this Alk went for a normal build, he probably could have said, AA, you don't need a Midas. Just get a Glimmer Cape, 4 staff, and I'll pool you an Ags. They could have done that, but they didn't. Oh, Void. Oh, Void. So greedy. Taunted inside of the Sunray. Hawaii. Unable to get off the Culling Blade there. A little bit unfortunate. Meanwhile, on the other side, Witch Doctor muffing him up. He gets a good cast. He gets a Maledict, but it's not enough damage. Now Phoenix comes jumping over, drops the egg, drops a couple of those Fire Spirits, and boy, are they burning. Their biscuits are burning. The Ravage, again, falls short, and Phoenix picks up a triple kill as now they go in onto Scrody. It's a full Omni Slash, and it's a 4-0. It looks like this Dire team might be doing it here, y'all. Another convincing team fight. Honestly, this Tidehunter sucks. This guy has not done anything. He's done less than this Razor. That Ravage was terrible again. You know, normally they say BKBs are pretty good against Tidehunter, but I think Blade Fury Phoenix Egg is more than enough. What the hell is this spell called? Supernova. That's it. He just keeps ravaging when like half the team's immune to it. Doesn't do anything. Why'd you get a Ghost Scepter, dude? Maybe if you had a Blink Dagger, you could sit back and then, you know, time your Ravage. Instead, you're just throwing it around, man. His tentacles grabbing everybody. I like this build on the Jug now, going into Abyssal. Vanguard Skull Basher, nice and tanky. This is seemingly all but over for the Dire. God, what a topsy-turvy game. And it definitely was not the most well-executed Drow strat. And Alk is still farming really well. Just imagine if he had gone for the cookie-cutter build here and transposed these 2 items. He could have a Manta, be halfway to the Assault Kuros, and then be thinking about pooling Ags like in the near future. You know, this game could be far from over for Shik. But I'm not sure if they can do it. And they're so cooldown reliant. That's the other thing. You know, yeah, they've got Omni Slash. Yeah, they've got Death Ward. But, you know, Dire have much more liberal use of their cooldowns. Looks like Aghanim's coming for Razor. They'll give them a little additional sieging power. Not an item you see commonly on Razor these days, but I think one often forgot about. It isn't really that bad. I mean, it's not only great for sieging, but, you know, getting those Eye of the Storm ticks on a shorter interval. Stack up faster, make you do more damage. It's not bad. It's like... It's one of those items that you don't really see the effect, but it's definitely there, and it does add up very quickly. This on the way for Yuggy. Radiant maybe looking for a Schmoken. Like, this is so weird to me. Why do you smoke up and move as a team when you don't have Ravage? The other team knows it. Maybe they thought they were in the Roche Pit. Okay, bold. Giorno, he's going to get caught here. He gets gushed, silenced, concocted. But he's Glimmer Caved, and let me guess, they don't have detection. You good? Oh my god, Midas with the Coconut Death Ward in the clutch. The Tidehunter gets poo-pooed on. It will cost the Witch Doctor his life, but Sunray doing a lot of work here through the Chrono. Now Omni Slash, spread damage. The Battle Fury paying for itself as a team fight item alone. You fucking idiots! He's toying with him now. Abyssal range from the skies, and this game is over, dude. Radiant are just falling apart. It's a triple kill for our boy Steve Gomez. He just picked up the Abyssal, and now he's already got 1,500 gold. Woo! And the idiot of the hour here, Sacred Relic. Dude, this Phoenix is tearing him up. I mean, at this skill level, dude, you're comfortable on Phoenix. More power to you. It's not a hero that less experienced players are used to playing against, and it's a hero you have to have coordination. Phoenix is very counterable if you can just coordinate clicking the egg, but that's easier said than done in this kind of poop tier Dota. Hurricane Pike on the way for the Drow Ranger, but pretty much all item progression for the Radiant is stymied now. Ancient Apparition still a bit off the Aghanims. Haven't seen anything else on the Alk. Tidehunter still just sitting on a Ghost Scepter. And Drow, well, baby steps here towards the Hurricane Pike, but still a ways to go. Steve Gomez now picks up the Aegis. Gizmo, he's got to be working on something. What do you got there? Oh, yeah, that's the Aghanims. Durr. Almost complete, too. About 1,000 gold off. Axe with 4K gold. A lot of options here. Shiva's Guard, always good to have. Could also just pick up like an Abyssal of his own. Could upgrade to Crimson Guard. Could go for a Halberd. A lot of options here. But for now, he will just invest in the Sange. All right, Dyer, we're going to fast forward a little bit because you guys are clearly in control of this game. There are a few signs of Radiant turning around. It is still a little scary, though. Like, against a team like this, you still have to respect their power to stall high ground and potentially turn this around. There's still Aghanims to be pooled. You know, there's still farm to be had for this Alk. It's not over for the Dyer. This is where you've got to be feeling good. You want to get that next round of core items, and then you want to be very cautious about how much space you give this Alchemist to recover. Jug, though, he's now completely closed the gap. They're feeling pretty safe. They're certainly going to hit a timing with this Aegis. We're going to see Steve Gomez fuck some bitches. So let's just, fast forward through some of this boring farming. Here's the wraparound. Here it is. They find Scrody in the jungle. Stun on one. The follow-up Maledict. They're chopping him down. The pure damage. God, it's too much. Just like that, it's a 4v5. The Alchemist is dead without buyback. How does he not have buyback, dude? Come on. Here we go. Tidehunter now jumped on. Berserker's Call might be enough for a kill. He ravages. Good. Tentacles everywhere. It's a defensive ravage, and it does save his life. He Ghost Scepters too. Sorry, Tide, if you're watching this, I don't mean to be hard on you, but you suck. Here we go. Dyer moving high ground now. Gust onto the Jug. He's got a Manta. He's got an Aegis. He knows no fear. Tier 3 tower now under siege. There is no... Oh, God! There is no glyph. Oh, the Drow Ranger. She evaporates. Great positioning. Good thing you had that Hurricane Pike. Now the Chrono with 2 of his teammates dead. There's no follow-up damage. Why? Oh, why did you do that, Void? You're just delaying the inevitable, and now, when your friends respawn, there's no way you're going to be able to find the kills. This game is pretty much over, I think. Dyer have done it. Steve Gomez just ripping this one wide open. 5K gold. They could back up, or they could stick around. Go up top. Drow Ranger down for 40. I think they're figuring if she had a buyback, she'd use it by now. But again, like if they had Ravage and Chrono right now, you start thinking, all right, guys, this is a little scary. We got to be careful. They're both down. What are you scared of? Literally, right now, Steve Gomez is making the call. He's that line guy in baseball that's just fucking, like, swinging his hands like, go home, baby, go home all the way. Let's go, let's go, let's go, 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 go. It's green. It's green. I still got Aegis, bitches. Let's go. But now they're going to be scared. They'll start to back out. Phoenix gets stunned up. Oh, Ice Blast. It'll connect, but he gets off the egg. But Scrody, he's starting to chop him down. Steve Gomez, he drops the stun. It looks like the egg is going to go off. Oh, no, the Radiant. They have screwed the pooch for the final time. You fucking idiots, says the Phoenix as he baits them in. Steve Gomez rains the hammers. Oh, it was a beautiful setup. It was so sweet. Creme fraiche. Oh. Steve Gomez, dare I say, you just made me come a little bit with that play, buddy. Well done. The cleave. This has been like the most value Battle Fury game in the world. What are you doing?
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Drow trying to do the old distract him technique. Very good, very good. But they're just going to push for the win. I like the way Dyer did this. Giorno, I'm still a little critical about your mid-game there, pal. I think you really got to work on some farm prioritization. Y'all got to work on stacking. But an overall fairly fun game here for the Dyer. Not that they played poorly, but honestly, I think Radiant handed you this one, gang. Chuck's Mangionis. Cool. Oh, sick. The game server's attempting to send match results. All right, well, it's a replay, so... Okay, great. So the replay just goes on forever. All right. So can we just look at the scoreboard here? Well, let's see here. How do we do this? Am I just stuck in this replay? What the shit? Alright, this is fucking... Come on, man. Come on, man. Just end already, man. There we go. There we go. Let's look at the scoreboard. Yeah, they kind of handed it to you, man. Ty did not have many good Ravages. They didn't coordinate their team fight. AA went all in for a Midas Ags, never even got it. Alchemist bought an AC for no reason. I don't know why Void got a crit. They didn't. None of it made any sense. They just picked heroes and just ran at you, and you guys had more coordination. So well done, Mahosers. This is 1 of 3, so we have another match here for this Battle Cup coming up next.